right. Yo. My name is Chevy Carter, and you already know this is the home, Atlanta Unplugged, the home of underground artists and art. What's up, Atlanta? What's up, world? We have taken this thing virtual. We have gone quarantine style on y'all asses, okay? And today, we got Nova, the Rebel, all the way from Cleveland, Ohio. What's up, boy?
Yo, what is going on? First off, I want to say thank y'all for even having me on the show. It's an honor, and I definitely appreciate it. And yes, Cleveland in the house. What's happening?
In his thing.
Yeah,
So look,
yeah.
look, you blessed us with a wonderful performance that we're gonna put on after this interview, and I just want to let the people know. Stay tuned. Make sure you watch this all the way through. Get to know Nova and get to know what he's bringing to the table because he gave us a quarantine style performance just for Atlanta Unplugged. Shout out to you for that. All right. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. First and foremost, I don't know many artists out of Cleveland, Ohio. Okay. So tell me about your upbringing and what made you even get into music coming from where you from.
Well, Cleveland, Ohio, for people that don't know, is a very blue collar. It's not a lavish. It's not, bright lights and all that. It's just simply hard work. It's just we got steel mills. It's just tough.
Right.
So me, I'm a grinder. I'm gritty, and I put in my work. And so when I was coming up, I got two older brothers, and as I was one who I would rather watch cartoons, they would kind of knock me out the way and throw on like Video Soul or, just those shows that was out back in the day.
Yeah. Video Soul. You took it back.
I took it back. Back. But and so eventually I started to kind of catch the bug because whether they were playing tapes, NWA, Tribe, whoever, I was just like catching on, and I would catch myself liking some of the music, and then I started to actually pay attention to the videos a bit more. And then my older brothers as influencers, they started to, because they were doing music, and I just started catching the music bug from kind of all angles.
Right.
And so it just made me latch on and want to become a part of that, knowing that I could create these type of energies the way that I wanted. And so that's what I started to do.
About around what age? Because, we're in our 30s, and a lot of times we feel like at certain points in life, we feel like we should be certain places. But it takes time to find our lane and hone into who we are and what we actually want. When did it officially set in for you? Because you've always been creative, sound like. But when did it really like hit you? Like, nah, this is who I am and what I want to do.
Maybe like 12.
Wow.
I mean, I started reciting rhymes at like 7, 8. So you probably could say earlier than that, because I had a karaoke machine, and it was a guy at the corner store that had, he had his own storefront on the corner or whatnot. And I would go there, I would record on my karaoke, and I would take the tapes and I would take them to him, and he would play them in the store. So when people come in, they just hear this little kid rapping, and I mean, it was just hood love, and people would come in, Huh?
It's some movie shit.
It is. It really is. Like, my story is definitely a movie, no question. But he would play the tapes, and people would walk in. They just hear this little kid rapping. They're like, "Man, who is this?"
Right.
And the more I developed my style, I would take it around the hood. I would rap in front of some of the older homies. They'd be like, yeah, all right, you doing? You cool, not knowing that I would grow into who I am.
Trouble.
Yeah. So
and be Crazy Bone of Bone Thugs and Harmony. Now come on, now tell us how did you manage to pull that? Because we know that Bone Thugs and Harmony they have their own footprint on this thing. They got their own footprint on this thing. So how is it being under Crazy Bone?
Well, it was a beautiful thing. The thing about it, they're all like heavy into Cleveland, especially Crazy. He's a Cleveland head when it comes to the sports, anything Cleveland. And so I just happened to be promoting a single that I had, because I was like, I ain't worried about no labels, this and that and the third, because a label does not define your career, or it doesn't have to. I'll say that. It doesn't have to. And so I went on ahead, was pushing this single, and a certain person heard it who was connected to another person who was connected to the man. Domino. And so it was a whole domino effect. And so that initial person was like, yo, what? Where have you been? Let me take this, please. Let me take this. And honestly, like, I didn't know what was gonna come of it, but the rest is history. Like, I'm now up on a legendary umbrella.
And how long ago was that?
That actually happened, I want to say 2015.
Amazing. What was the conversation like when you met Crazy? Like, was it someone that you were looking up to and you finally got to meet because of him being from your hometown type thing? Like, how did that go?
Yeah, the hometown connection was always a huge factor, because I still remember Rap City had an intro where they would show different clips of different videos, and one of the clips I always used to love was the clip from the Thuggish Ruggish Bone video. I always used to have this, oh yeah, there go Cleveland right there. It's all over the place. So, for him to notice me, because I was looking up to them guys, I was about 11 years old, and I was big fans. Like, I was buying pretty much every album. Mm-hmm. So for me to go from singing their records to them singing my records, it's like a surreal, it's like a surreal thing. Like, matter of fact, I want to say I was either in Tacoma or Portland, and we were walking to like a food truck or something, and Crazy Bone was in front of me, and then I remember him all of a sudden humming one of my records, and I'm like,
what? Nah, for real?
No. So to know that this is possible, I always knew it was possible, but to actually be living this, crazy.
Do you believe in manifestation?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you believe you manifested that? Because you say, I never thought it would happen. So do you believe subconsciously you manifested that moment?
Well, I knew that it would happen. I just didn't know with who.
With who? Gotcha.
Yeah. So I always knew, like, okay, I'm going to make a mark.
Right.
I'm going to make a mark. I'm going to have this. I'm going to have that. But to have the cosign, I didn't know who would cosign it. But now that it's here, it's like, okay, boom.
Yeah.
I really manifested that.
So let's talk about your versatility, because I've checked out your music and I feel like you're very, very versatile while keeping your lane. You know what I'm saying? So from Colin Kaepernick to Oh My Goodness, which is one of my favorite ones. The Oh My Goodness video is so lit. But those are two different types of songs.
Yes.
Tell me about your duality. How do your creative process? Tell me about that.
It's all about the content for me. It's all about the content. And when I feel a certain way, because music has always been about conversation, it's always been expression.
Right.
Throughout the day, we have different ways that we feel. So I could feel super happy about getting a raise at a job at one minute, and then later on that evening, my wife just totally made me mad, or my girlfriend, whatever you got, your significant other done made you mad, and now you're feeling this way. So you go from, you might go from writing about a raise to, man, I can't stand even being here. So it's conversation.
No, yeah, right. But it's a dialect. Yeah.
Exactly. But the thing is, they're both relatable.
Right.
They're both relatable to a lot of people. So I can take that and create around those subject matters, and you'll always have people that'll be like, man, he spit. Man, I feel that. Or that hit different for me. Because these people are going through these same things. So that's all it is. When I created Colin Kaepernick, the George Floyd thing happened probably the same week. I probably wrote Colin Kaepernick like the same week. Mm-hmm. And it just kind of caught fire from actually Crazy Bone that posted it. And I seen certain celebrities either liking or commenting.
Right.
From Run DMC to 3 6 Mafia.
Right.
And
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. So to see these type of things happening, it just always lets me know, like, conversation is what's gonna drive people to where I am. If people enjoy a conversation, they enjoy how you talk, because you could be talking about something but not be as interesting to hear from as the next person.
Right.
So I still have to not sound too preachy, but keep it entertainment, keep it fun, keep my melodies right, keep my cadences and everything, make it all just one big mixture of fun at the end of the day, or something real that you can take with you. And I've studied this art enough to know a lot of the technical things. I'm super technically sound when it comes to creating.
I can definitely tell.
Thank you.
I can
and so it helps me to deliver and drive what I need to get across home.
Just by simply having a conversation and putting it in a lyrical form. I love it. So that brings me to my next question about how do you feel Nova the Rebel's footprint will be left on Cleveland? What is your vision for your art as far as where you are right now? You're 37 years old, it's never too late to dive in there. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years, 3 years, next year? Because the pandemic slowed everybody down,
Yeah. It definitely set a lot of us back a year and a half or two, however you want to put it. It definitely set things back. But as far as like, where do I see myself? More albums, more music. More albums, more music, more merch selling, more virtual concerts, but ultimately a lot further than I am right now. It's always been about the progression. And as long as I can continue to feed the people and they always return the love by my merchandise selling out, ticket sales for my own concerts, because I've produced 2 of my own Instagram concerts last year that did really well. Yeah. So just the continuous support, as long as you have the people, nothing else matters. And that's being just totally honest about the situation. So I definitely see myself definitely double, quadruple the levels that I am right now, and just continuous sales, because that's what we're in the business of selling.
Right.
So whatever it is, hats, shirts, coffee mugs, music, anything.
Branding. You want to brand yourself.
Yes.
So you do your own virtual concerts. What goes into that? What goes into that? The marketing, all of that, like, because
my understand that my virtual concert that I had, I was literally, let me think of the titles. I was literally the promoter. Mm-hmm. I was Ticketmaster. I was the security. I was the artist. I was everything. I was my own security. Okay. If you did not get a ticket, you cannot get in this room. Like, I had everything down, and it was all, you know how you look at an episode of Martin, and he go from Martin to Shanae, yep, to the little snot-nosed kid, man. Yep. I was all of that. I was all of that for the benefit of the show. Right. So, yeah, I was able to maintain it, put it together, and I want to continuously do that. I'm now getting offers to do more virtual shows from other entities, but I still want to always continue to bring it back home, because I literally put on an hour show. Okay, I literally put on an hour show, and we kept the numbers in the triple digits on Instagram. So this was in live. The room. So this was a live show,
and they stayed the whole time.
I had my DJ, and it was my DJ, my camera guy who was holding the camera, and me. That was it. So we put that together, made it happen. Wow. And the people, man, the people were like the comments, because you can see the comments scrolling. It's just all type of emojis, it's all type of energy. Like when you look at a verse, it
was feeding you.
Yeah. It was just, it felt like a real concert. It's just, it's just the people not right there. But I mean, I still put on a show, held these people for an hour-long show, which, though not all over the charts, it speaks to my catalog, that I could actually hold people's attention in that manner for that long.
By yourself.
No hype, man. I mean, my DJ would hype me a little bit, right, but I didn't have any extras. It was just me holding it down for a whole hour. But I'm an entertainer too. I like to have little skits and talking in between my records, and just knocking the songs out, having the people just rock with it. And I'm a showman, so that's just what it was.
That's what it is. This is what awesome. I do. That's just so look. So I think you have a lot of substance in your music. I feel like your music has depth, and I don't get bored with it. It's like a lot of this music out here now is catchy, and it's for right now. Your music seems timeless, legendary-ish.
Thank you.
What do you feel? Do you feel like that definitely separates you from a lot of people?
Oh, no question. Mm-hmm. Because I don't go into it with the mindset, look, man, we gonna make a radio hit, and we gotta make sure we talk about this. That's what everybody doing. So if everybody doing it, it must be right. I don't think like that. I think like I got something to say that's on my chest, and I'm gonna put it into this, and we either go have fun. You're gonna be entertained, but I want to get some messages across. Even a record like "Oh My Goodness," man. If you listen to it, I say some. That thing. I put some substance in that record.
Yes.
You may see grandma tugging on my boxers. You may see us, throwing darts and missing the whole board, having fun. But
yes.
Listen to the lyrics.
Right.
It was actually idiots profile me because my melanin. Like it's depth there. And that's what I like. I'm sneaky in that sense.
Gotta be.
Yeah, because I want to keep you entertained, but you're gonna get this you're gonna get this talking to, you're gonna get this type of work,
you're gonna get these gems. Because what I like about your style of delivery is so evidently you're a fan of Martin. You love Martin. Yeah. So like the oh my goodness record for me was, okay, I'm watching the video. You have things, you have the grandma in there strategically keeping the attention throughout the video, because I'm looking for her throughout the whole video. So it makes me want to watch. It makes me want to listen. And then I'm gonna watch again, but then I'm gonna catch a new gem every time, like every single time. And the wordplay, oh my goodness. It's like, it's wordplay, because it's definitely it's play on words, because what you're saying is like, oh my goodness, for real. Like, you just said some shit. Like, no, for real. And I just love it. It's like genius. I can't wait to see where you're going with this. And do you even care about becoming the Kanye, the Jay-Z? Like, do you even care about any of that, or you just want to express? Do you?
I mean, we all want to get to a level where everybody can hear us.
Right.
I'm not a, I want to be famous. I'm not that guy. But I do still want everybody to hear me.
Right.
Obviously.
Right.
So, am I necessarily worried about being an A-lister per se? No. But as long as I can continue to express myself and get everyone's attention possible, I'm cool with that, however the cards may fall. Long as I'm able to maintain my life, maintain my lifestyle, continue to grow it, continue to expand my brand to the point where, again, I don't necessarily need this or need that. I just need me, my producers, my work ethic, and my fans. And I'm cool with that, because I'm going to create ways to continuously get that merchandise to people, get that music to people. And my manager told me, as long as you got the people's back, the people are going to have your back. Right. So that's my whole thing. I'm going to have your back by continuously putting this music out, and just have my back by supporting that in every way possible. So if I can get any and everybody to tune into that, it is what it is, and things will fall out the way they do.
Now tell me about your name, Nova.
Yeah.
Isn't that a star?
It's an exploding star. So it's kind of like metaphoric to me blowing up, to me growing and just expanding. But yeah, it's an exploding star. So
how long have you gone by Nova the Rebel? You got your first name as an artist?
No, as an artist, no. I went by a few different names, but yeah, Nova the Rebel was the one.
You're like, I want to get into that.
You see how I just?
He was like, yeah. I'm just wondering, how did Nova the Rebel set in and that become the one?
Well, okay, I had Nova, and so once my name started to get in different areas, like allhiphop.com, hiphopgame.com,
gotcha.
Different things like that. Once it started to expand,
it branded itself.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. People, because it was just Nova, but I would look at the comments and I would see people say, oh, that's the Nova from 106 in Park, or oh, that's the Nova from, because it wasn't a visual of a video, it was just the audio, and you just see Nova. So people were confusing it. And so I was talking to my engineer one day, and he was like I'll never forget this. He was like, who are you?
Yeah.
I'm like, Nova, what do you mean?
That question is hard, huh? Sometimes.
He was like, yeah, exactly. He was like, no, who are you?
Yeah.
What do you stand for? What is it about you? Like, who are you?
Yeah.
And so where I'm usually not caught up on my words, I was like,
yeah, you stuck. Like, damn, who am I? And you had to go home and figure that shit out.
So like, hey, look, I'm gonna call you back.
We come back as a rain check.
Yeah, so I had to really think about it and sit with myself, because I know that my music is genuine and it's from here. So it was like, well, who am I?
Right.
And one thing about me, I really do have a rebellious side. So where a lot of people want to go left, and I'm like, I'm gonna go over this way.
Mm-hmm.
And so me knowing that about me was like, maybe Nova the Rebel. Same kind of long, but it describes it's me. And so, like, if you hear in my earlier records, or even like my later records, I'll be like, I am Nova the Rebel, yeah. So I make it fun.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So I'll say that's my thing. Nova the Rebel, yeah. And so it just sticks, because fans will be like, hey, I am Nova the Rebel.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
it came to just, it just came to, like, I had to learn it, but then it just was like, it started to fit so perfect. And now I just got something that's just, Nova the Rebel is boom, like. And so now that's what it is.
I love that story. Wow. That's deep right there, because people don't understand how important it is to get your foundation and know who you are and build on top of that. That's so important. So important. So we all have our moments of being jaded and wondering, like, dang, am I good enough for this? Like, what's going on right now? Like, we all post our best moments on social media. We all, no one really knows what goes on behind an artist, the good of an artist. No one knows the pressure and the work that goes into being an artist. Tell me how you tell the people watching how to get through, because there's people younger than us looking at this interview right now wondering, dang, like, they're comfortable in their skin. I'm so depressed right now because I don't feel like I am where I need to be with my music. And how do you overcome those thoughts and those demons? How do you overcome that kind of stuff on a daily basis? Because it's, it can be something.
Yeah, it can definitely be tough. But the thing is, as long as you're fine-tuning, sharpening your sword, taking your craft serious, and continuously writing, practicing, working to progress. We never start off walking in the gym and just become Kobe or Jordan. So as long as you are perfecting your craft, people will continue to notice, continue to push, because doors are going to continuously close. Not just close, but close dead in your face.
Right.
It's always going to happen until it doesn't happen. So, and every artist knows this that's been trying to come up. Look at the stories that you have before you of artists. You had Eminem with closed doors in his face. You seen how many doors was closing in 50 Cent face. Like, there's a lot of examples in front of you that say, to go back to 50, he literally almost lost his life.
Yeah. Right.
And then blackballed. Right. And then blackballed while he was on the bed. I don't know how further down a person can get.
Right.
But you see where he is right now.
Power. Pun intended.
So at the end of the day, you have to continuously say, no, y'all don't determine where I'm going to be. I'm the one who determines that. That's between me and God. We gonna work that. Oof. Nobody else. So I'm not worried about any no's. I'm not worried about any of this because I believe and I will continuously believe in myself. And long as you keep that, then it's harder for you to fall off because there's going to be people who enjoy your music.
Right.
But on you, huh?
No, I'm saying you can't please everybody.
Yeah, no, you cannot please everybody because you best believe I didn't have my people that done literally came to my page talking about how I suck. Oh, pause. But you know what I'm saying? It's like nah. I don't. You cannot worry about those people who are sent to tell differently than what you know. You got people listen to the artists that you don't like. They got fans.
Right.
Look at the artists you do like. They got it. So, however you running the way that you running, you can get fans too. So just keep working.
Love that mindset.
Thank you.
So, before we wrap this thing up, tell me about, because I love Oh My Goodness so much. I thought that was your latest single. So tell me what you got going on. What's your latest single? What you got coming up? How can we find it?
Well, the latest single that I had was Sun Goes Down, which was on Apple Music. That was the latest that I had put out. Oh My Goodness, I did that summer of 2019, and Sun Goes Down, I did that late 2019. Now, actually, Colin Kaepernick came after that because that was summer of 2020. Right. So I'll just say the last couple of records that's kind of put out there, Colin Kaepernick being the latest, and then Sun Goes Down, which is on all the digital platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, all of those digital platforms. So yeah, those records you can definitely find, whether YouTube or whether those digital platforms.
So are you dropping an EP or is it a single? Just going to be a single?
Well, I'm dropping a whole album. I'm working on a whole new album. The album is called Remember to Live, and so far I'm in love with this album. So far,
I love it.
But yeah, so far I'm in love with this album, and the thing is, I felt like, because with the pandemic, it set a lot of things back. Studios was closed. It was just a whole lot going on with the world. And then, my father became, he had gotten more ill. And so 2020 was crazy. So between the pandemic and all the craziness going on personally, I lost a lot of time, but I was still able to squeak out a whole video for Oh My Goodness, and putting out, just doing a couple of features.
Yeah.
Because I was actually, shout out to Drew. We have a song called That's That Love, which is also on the digital platform. So me and Drew actually did a video. He's also from Cleveland as well. So it's not, I guess you can call that our single. So as far as digital platforms, that you can look that up, that you can say that's the latest, but it's under him. So
all right, shout out to Drew.
Yeah. So but yeah, the new album, Remember to Live, I'm gonna do that. And I've written so many, I'm recording so many records that we're gonna put out 2 albums this year, at least. You'll get 2 albums at the least.
At the least, the minimum.
That's the minimum.
About never not working.
Yeah.
I love it. It.
Thank you.
I love that. Look, we want to know about your next virtual concert, bro.
Yeah.
We want to know.
Man, it's because it be so crazy. Like, it's a beautiful thing. It'd be crazy.
I love it. I love your sound. I love everything you bring to the table. Is there anything you want to talk about that I haven't asked you? Because I've definitely enjoyed your conversation.
Is there anything that I want to talk about? Not really. I just want the people to continue to support the people that they seeing, the people that they see really trying, because it does help to make a difference.
Right.
I may not be able to always financially just give everybody doing something my money, but there's always ways around it. If you can't just give all your money away, there's other ways that you can help to continue for the person. And so even if there's just encouraging words that you can for that point, support is everything. Us supporting each other is everything. So
especially as Black people.
Yeah, especially. Yeah. I mean, this is an art form. This is an art form that we built.
Right.
And so it's like, it's just one of those things that we have to continue to direct instead of letting anyone else direct us on really good music.
Yes. Oh, that's a word right there. Make sure we put that in the promo. That's good. That was a good one.
So yeah. So I mean, those are my thoughts.
Okay.
Or my extra thoughts outside of, the questions. And I just want people to continue to also support Atlanta Unplugged.
Thank you.
They obviously have things going on. They are Atlanta based. Atlanta being one of the markets, one of those key markets that everybody wanna, throw that 8-town. Y'all definitely put your hand on the game. And also, don't just know it's a lot of talent coming out of Cleveland as well.
Yeah, put him back on the map. We out here like, Cleveland? He from Cleveland? We don't know too many new artists from Cleveland.
Right. Yeah. I mean, Cleveland definitely has talent.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, you still got a lot of guys that's working, that's from Cleveland. You still got MGK, he's still doing his thing, but you also have King Chip, and then you also have Kid Cudi.
Oh yeah, where he at? Where Kid Cudi at, y'all?
Kid Cudi is working. He just put out a record with Eminem. They just did a record. And I want to say he just put an album out. So Cleveland is still working. Not to mention, those Bone guys, they still dropping projects for all of the Bone Colts that still rock with the squad. I mean, they 50 million sold. 50 million sold, bro. So that fan base is never going.
Fan base not going nowhere, because I'm still a fan. Like I still have Bone Thugs on my playlist right now. Right? It's not a game. It's not a game. Not a game.
Yeah, we still working. The Bone Boys still working. I literally just had a conversation with Crazy Bone yesterday about some things that we want to do. We actually have the company is called The Life Entertainment. So we actually have a compilation album between the labels. Crazy and his artists. Mm-hmm. It's a compilation, and we plan on putting that out this year as well. Along with, he has his albums coming out that I'll be on also. He has his Leaves of, Crazy Bone. He got his Leaves of Legends album coming out. That's supposed to be 420. And
the date.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I said the date, it just threw me off.
Yeah.
I love it.
Leaves of Legends 420. So hopefully we'll definitely be getting that. He also has his and I have some music on there. I have a verse on there, crazy melodies. Like he's definitely getting ready to be dropping like this year as well. So I mean, we all work. I love
it. I love the process I'm enjoying. I'm happy to be a part of this process. I'm so excited because you got to come back. You know, you got to come back when you drop more.
Oh,
wait, let me back up a second. I heard you say you was on 106 in Park.
No. When I looked at the comments,
oh, okay.
People seen Nova on the audio and thought I was a Nova that battled on 106 Park. Okay. So they had the wrong guy, which is one of the reasons that I had to really make that name change from Nova to Nova the Rebel, so people can differentiate. Like, oh, okay, that's So no mistakes. When you see Nova the Rebel, you already know. Okay, now there's one. Exactly. There's a few Novas in the world, but ain't no Nova the Rebel. That's
Daddy. I love it. So tell the people, how can we find you? Social media, everywhere.
Instagram at Nova the Rebel 130. That's Instagram at Nova the Rebel 130. Twitter is Nova the Rebel. YouTube Nova Star 23. Or you could just type in Nova the Rebel.
Yeah, type in Nova the Rebel was fine.
Yeah, it'll pop up. It's gonna pop up. Let me see. Any other?
I think all musical platforms too. Tidal. You on Tidal? Oh, yeah. You're on Tidal because I'm on Tidal. It's Black owned, so I got Tidal. Okay.
All of those digital platforms. All of them. If you got it, Tidal.
Yes.
I'm there, so you can find me there. Also, let me see. Is there any other? Facebook, Nova.
That part. SoundCloud.
Yep, SoundCloud. Nova.
You gotta have SoundCloud.
Yeah. So I mean, it's all there.
Well, look, I thank you for taking your time out of your day to sit here virtually. My first virtual guest on Atlanta Unplugged. Oh,
I feel honored.
I'm honored. Thank you for sitting with me. I appreciate you, and we're gonna look for all of the what you said is coming out next month.
The album?
Yeah.
Well,
man down.
You said that, my phone dropped. It was like, wait a minute, I ain't know.
Feeling that.
No. I plan to have it done by the end of this month, which is March, but we don't have a date locked in yet.
So we'll stay tuned for that.
Yeah, definitely stay tuned for that, and I'll definitely
send us that information so we can plug it and all of that good stuff. But look, yo, it's been real. It's Chevy in the building. You got Nova the Rebel. Make sure you get it right in the building. Virtually, all the way from Cleveland, Ohio, and this thing. I want to thank you. Shout out to Crazy Bone. Shout out to everybody that you've mentioned that's worked with you on these albums. Shout out to you. I'm excited to see you blossom, bloom into that Nova star that you already are. So I appreciate you. All right. Unplugged. Find it out. You got it.
No. I just want to say I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys for having me. Thank you. It was a beautiful experience, and I look forward to keeping in touch with you guys and continuing to build with you. So thank you.
Likewise. It's only the beginning. All right. So we signing out in this thing, Atlanta Unplugged, and we out. Ooh. Yes. All right. Okay.
Yo, what up? You're rocking with Nova the Rebel, and I'm here with my DJ Shawty Max.
Let's go.
Everybody get it going, baby. Let's do it. It's your birthday. Hey, I step in, look good. 130, that's my hood. Some things already understood. Try to play me, I wish a nigga would. You know me, boy, clean. These kicks matching with my jeans. Was a young boy with big city dreams. For the love of music, for the love of green. We all up in the spot here, cause we know it's
it's your birthday. And you know that you look good, making niggas in here look thirsty. The roof on fire, that's old school. The fit make me look so cool. Baby, I don't wanna hear what you won't do. Tryna get ate like soul food. Put a booty in the air, make 'em give you all the money, give us mine. You ain't never let a nigga take it from me. I guess I should really wanna let me, but it in the summer, hit the floor and get loose. Don't be acting all funny like, yeah, we about to go so hard cause it's your birthday. Yeah, we about to go so hard cause it's your birthday. Yeah, we gon' be lit Friday night till next Thursday. Yeah, we about to go so hard cause it's your birthday. We about to go so hard cause it's your birthday. Yeah, we about to go so hard cause it's your birthday. Yeah, we gon' be lit Friday night till next Thursday. We about to go so hard cause it's your birthday. I'm just feeling good, feeling great. I can see why some hate. We the shit, what can I say? Have me stressed till I'm great. Oh no way, that won't be made. Though I keep me a chick that's Snoop like Dre. Do my shit cause she know I'm lit. And I know she thick, but she thinks she's sick. Girl, you don't know that. This nigga don't trick. Go ahead and get a lick. I'ma take me a flick. Throw away and make a nigga you smoking that shit. Baby, show me what you working with. My style, get her soaking. Do it like I'm doing it. About to raise your grip and bust it open. Love the motion. We be ghosted. It's the squad. No, we don't fear figures. So the DJ play this joint cause this show they ain't this right here, nigga. I make her make it clap. I love when she make that arch in her back. That body so stacked out. We should go chat to the girls that you wish you'd be right back. Like, yeah, we about to go so hard cause it's your birthday. Yeah, we about to go so hard cause it's your birthday. Yeah, and we gon' be lit Friday night till next Thursday. Yeah, we about to go so hard cause it's your birthday. We about to go so hard cause it's your birthday. Yeah, we about to go so hard cause it's your birthday. Yeah, and we gon' be lit Friday night till next Thursday. We about to go so hard cause it's your birthday. Yeah. Let's keep it going. Hey. While I'm here checking my messages, hey fam, I feel excellent. Sprain my wrist, doc prescribed me some medicine. Couldn't even check it if my girl turned negligent. Relevant, something you ain't never been. Idiots profile me cause my melanin. Cause I talk slang don't mean I am a predicate. Yes, I have patience. Why you keep testing it? She got good box swat, I keep sexting it. I feel like Matt Cobra, girl flexing it. Your type ain't my type, I be messing with. How much irrelevant mess are you investing in? Bounce off the meter, I ain't even need ya. Feature, I can still put ether in a speaker. Treat you like a DJ, living single high. Leave ya if you ever fuck with my cell phone features. My burner keep the bird out your white beater. Niggas used to really rap, they done turned divas. Know I might know the work if I roll my sleeve up. Nigga, one man army, you gon' have to team up. And see, you don't know when you gon' call a team up. Should I be a nightmare, fuck your whole dream up. Hit the stage with the whole roster. Who grandma is here, sucking on my boxes. Show you who auntie over there with the knockers. Show whose mans is that, come by the coppers. Your shit might go copper when you drop that bullshit. Keep music, we hit the hood with. Oh my goodness, make you wanna holler. Oh my god, cow carts following. Oh my god, why the hell she ain't swallowing? Oh my god, I should be a favorite artist. Oh my god, why you get this nigga started? Oh my god, can't wait till it's payday. Oh my god, even makes your name they say. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, make you wanna holler. Oh my god, cow carts following. Oh my god, why the hell she ain't swallowing? Oh my god, I should be a favorite artist. Oh my god, why you get this nigga started? Oh my god, can't wait till it's payday. Oh my god, even makes your name they say. Oh my god, I'm trying to chill with the hotties. I don't need an invite to your sausage party. You should see all the bodies my swagger brought me in the midst of the lesson that it all taught. Your shorty can't afford me. They call her a house and she fucking with 10 men like Dorothy. Go ahead, click your heels. My girl's juice got me on cue with this deal. She open when I drill. Oh my goodness, cop wanna covers, mad when they couldn't. Why the hell you talk so much when you shouldn't? So tough, chill won't come around and whoop them. Ain't no head, eat your jello pudding. See the scarlet letter on your grandma's bosom. Like a hood in the hood, then they call us hoodlums. Little rats, see us looking at her bosoms and shook them. Every time I move, look where I took them. Painted pictures of my life, and I instantly hooked them. Hold up, if it's all about the Benjamins, book them. Corny niggas that got when chicks overlook them. Yes, we got what you need. Music in my veins, see notes when I bleed. That's money like leak, so why try me? You ain't nowhere near my fucking level, my Oh my good, just make you wanna holler. Oh my good, cop cars follow. Oh my good, why the hell she ain't swallow? Oh my good, I have to be your favorite artist. Oh my good, why you get this nigga started? Oh my good, can't wait till it's payday. Oh my good, even nation ain't they say. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I am no other rebel. Yeah. Y'all know what it is. Once again, your boy Nova the Rebel, my man Shawnee Mac. You already know.